the spot will be inside the 35. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. No. Off. Check 52.
They'll run on 1st down. Benjamin, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. At the 32-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Benjamin, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Here we go. Kill. Hold up. Check the backer. Tighten up. Squeeze. What? Go. Let it go.
On 1st down, Benjamin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Benjamin. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now a give, right side. Benjamin. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
I got you. Slam. Check 99.
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
57. Mike, 57. Hey, let's get in them holes. 57 is the most.
They'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about...
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Saints nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
57's Mike. Danny. 57's Mike. Mike 57. They can't hang with us.
They'll drop the throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and the Buccaneers have it. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
This is Jones. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Brashad Perriman, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Check.
21-0 our score after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check nickel.
On 2nd down, Benjamin. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Buccaneers have it.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2. I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Olivier Vernon. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Gay's kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
You go tight. Go. You got tight right there.
On 2nd down now, Benjamin. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33. And Benjamin seems to be in some pain. You see him there, still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 3rd down. It's Rose, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Rip left.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Watch twist. He's checking.
Right back to him on 1st down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Hey, alert 3. Watch. Undercrush.
On 2nd down, it's Rose. And some room to work. knocks this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 13. On first down, throws. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Hey, check, Mike 57, Mike 57. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
2nd and 11. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And now look at him go. 30, the 20, 10, and it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's what I'm talking about.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3. Get it all.
Now again, right side. It's Rose. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57. Bound to lose one. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Go. 57's the Mike. Lose it. Army.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
57's Mike. Mike 57. No. Switch.
They'll try and throw for it here. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Ready. 525. Coming to you. Double tight.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Ready. No way. All day, baby. Let me go.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they? Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one. Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
57 the mic. 57 the mic.
They'll set up the throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Leonard. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. They'll run on first down. Throws. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rose. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. Buccaneers, 36-yard line.
Rush in. Rush in.
On 2nd down now. It's Rose. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
57's the mic.
On 3rd down, Rose. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Switch.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the 2nd level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. 2nd level, probably because they moved up to the 1st level, and that hurts him.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm coming.
They run with Murray. They find some open field here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. Will Lutz on for the point after. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Makes the score Buccaneers 34, Saints 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now Jones. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Easy. He's coming in motion. Hey. Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go, defense. Green, come with me. Man up, D. Mike's 50.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
57's Mike. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Rock, shit, go. Watch out. Set up.
Back to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 47. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
First and 10 at the 38.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Watch safety creep, watch screen. 22, go.
Second and 9 now. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. The Saints on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. A run, it's Murray, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
57's the mic. You go night-night.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Shaquille Barrett. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Tampa Bay.
On the give, this is their fullback. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
On second down, it's Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Again, it's Jones. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now a handoff here to his running back. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Watch the screen. Let's go.
On first down, it's Jones. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Shift. Kill.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
It's 4th down.
57 Mike 57. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. No. Off. Chest. Check 52. Orbit. Check 31.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Ready? Black 25. Flip it, flip it, flip it. All the way back home, yo. Let's make these.
Winston here to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
You can't block me. Jim. Hey, stop.
Jameis to throw it. Going for it all. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Yeah, go.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Gay is on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Buccaneers 55, Saints 7.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tampa Bay, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.